Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, is in need of a miracle cure for a brain tumor, and David Hayward, Vincent Arizari, may be just the person Liam needs to help. David has helped several patients on All My Children. Perhaps now would be the perfect time for him to drop by the bold and the beautiful in a crossover episode. Liam needs all the help he can get. Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, is determined to save his son, and he is looking for the best doctors he can come up with to do just that. If Bill has to, he will call in a team of doctors to come up with a treatment for his son if they are willing to put their heads together to save him. David could be one of them. David did a lot of good even though he was a villain in Pine Valley. David has worked in different fields of medicine and could know of something that may help save Liam's life. Liam has come to the point of this being a life or death battle. Now it is turning into a race against time to find a cure. Can David and Liam's other doctors come up with something to help? Liam has two daughters that need him around for them as they grow up. Liam's girls have no idea that he is even sick. However, Liam is dying and has no idea how long he has to live. Liam should be in the hospital where his doctors can try to help him instead of him being out doing things like his daddy/daughter dance that he left the hospital for. Liam doesn't want anyone to know that he is sick. Liam would rather go on with his life and spend what time he can with his children instead of being hooked up to a bunch of tubes. Liam wants to live what life he has left as normally as possible. Liam doesn't want his girls to know that anything is wrong at all. As much as Liam wants to be with his kids, he needs treatment as soon as possible. The longer he waits, the worse his tumor is getting. Could David and Liam's other doctors buy him some time until a cure can be found? Will calling David in buy Liam some more time with his children? Will Liam end up surviving after all? Liam certainly needs the best doctors that Bill can find, and David may be one of the best. Will Bill prove to his son that he didn't mean everything he said to him by finding someone to save his life and giving him time to prove to Liam how wrong he was? Will Liam run out of time before the doctors find what they need? Los Angeles is no stranger to dramatic arrivals, but nothing could prepare the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers for the shockwave that hits when Dr. David Hayward, the once infamous physician from Pine Valley, steps into the halls of Forrester Creations and heads straight to Liam Spencer's hospital room. This crossover twist throws a lifeline to Liam, but at what cost? Liam's rapid decline stuns everyone. After weeks of mysterious symptoms, dizzy spells, memory gaps, agitation, and an emotional detachment that tore his relationships apart, Liam Spencer collapses at Steffi's Cliff house in front of both his daughters. Paramedics rush into the hospital, where Finn orders every test imaginable. But nothing adds up. His scans are clean, his blood work confusing, and every specialist is baffled. Is it mental, physical, environmental, or something darker? Steffi, racked with guilt for pushing Liam away, refuses to leave his side. Hope, too, finds herself drawn back in, even though Thomas has just proposed again. Brooke, sensing something much deeper is at play, makes a desperate call to an old friend of hers and Ridge's. Someone who once dabbled in resurrection, walked the line between genius and madness, and never gave up on a medical mystery. Enter Dr. David Hayward. David Hayward arrives at Cedars-Sinai under a cloud of speculation. A brilliant doctor with a checkered past, he brings both expertise and controversy wherever he goes. Ridge is wary, but Brooke insists he's their best shot. Finn, at first skeptical, is eventually forced to acknowledge that Liam's condition may require more than traditional medicine. David examines Liam's file and immediately raises eyebrows. "You've been looking for symptoms. I'm going to find the cause." His methods are unorthodox, diving into rare toxins, genetic vulnerabilities, and even psychological manipulations. He asks uncomfortable questions. Who had access to Liam's food? Could someone have drugged him, Has Liam been under any psychological stress? Is someone trying to break him? As the others exchange wary glances, one name floats to the top of David's list: Sheila Carter. Sheila's shadow looms large. Though currently rehabilitated and out on parole, Sheila is still a wild card. When David brings her up during a tense meeting, Finn immediately defends his mother, but David sees right through the loyalty. "Let me tell you something about monsters in sheep's clothing," David says darkly. "They don't stop. They just hide better." David begins a shadow investigation into Sheila's activities, tracking her whereabouts during the last few weeks of Liam's deterioration. He interviews waiters, hospital staff, even employees at El Giardino. And what he finds sends chills down his spine: an herbal compound, often used in microdoses for psychological manipulation, was found in Liam's bloodstream. Not enough to kill, just enough to destabilize. Steffi is horrified. Hope weeps. And Finn? He's caught in an impossible crossfire. Did his own mother nearly destroy Liam? Liam wakes, but he's not the same. Under David's care, Liam regains consciousness. But something's off. He recognizes Steffi but forgets Kelly's age. He stares at Hope like she's a stranger. His emotional responses are dulled, his personality distant, even cold. It's like his essence has been drained. David explains that Liam may have experienced temporary neurochemical reprogramming. In layman's terms, someone tampered with his brain using drugs that manipulate dopamine and serotonin. The damage might be reversible, but only if caught early. The Spencer family is rocked to its core. Bill, normally the embodiment of confidence, quietly asks David if his son will ever be the same. "If anyone can bring him back," David replies, "it's me. But we have to act now." Sheila denies everything, but makes a quiet call. When confronted by Finn, Sheila furiously denies any involvement in Liam's condition. Her performance is near Oscar-worthy: tears, rage, pleas for trust. "I'm not that woman anymore. You know I would never hurt you or Liam." But later, alone in her apartment, she picks up a burner phone and makes a cryptic call. "We've got a problem. Hayward's in town, and he's digging too deep. Handle it." Who is she talking to? Is Sheila working alone, or is someone else orchestrating things behind the scenes? Hope torn between men and truth. As Liam's condition remains precarious, Hope finds herself caught in a terrible emotional tug-of-war. She loves Thomas, or she thought she did. But Liam's vulnerability reawakens her deepest feelings. She sits at his bedside, whispering memories, hoping to bring him back. When he finally looks at her with a flicker of familiarity, tears stream down her face. "You remember me," she gasps. Liam nods slowly. "Hope." Thomas watches from the door, his jaw clenched. He knows that if Liam recovers fully, he might lose Hope forever. And worse, he starts to wonder if Sheila had a point when she approached him weeks ago with a harmless favor in exchange for a future clean slate. Did Thomas unknowingly set this entire nightmare into motion? David vs. Finn, the battle over ethics. Though united in wanting to help Liam, Finn and David increasingly butt heads over treatment methods. David wants to try a controversial neurostimulation procedure to jolt Liam's memory. Finn is hesitant, warning of the risks. "This isn't Pine Valley, Dr. Hayward," Finn snaps. "And if I listened to every cautious intern I met in Pine Valley, half my patients would be dead," David retorts. Brooke and Ridge intervene, reminding both men that Liam's life is at stake. They need to work together. A compromise is made. David leads the procedure, but with Finn supervising and calling it off if things go south. The memory storm. The procedure begins, and it's intense. Monitors beep wildly. Liam's eyes flicker rapidly beneath closed lids. Suddenly, he begins muttering names: Sheila, the T, Thomas, Steffi, the ring. He convulses once. Then his eyes snap open. It was all a lie. A dangerous revelation. With his memory returning in fragments, Liam reveals a shocking truth. Sheila had been slipping him something for weeks. Not in food, but through a scent diffuser she installed in his office as a gift via a mutual acquaintance. The compound made him paranoid, confused, and detached, leading to his isolation from family and friends. Her goal? To break the family ties that kept Finn from her. Worse still, Liam remembers seeing Thomas and Sheila talking in secret, possibly exchanging money. Was Thomas just a pawn, or a partner? David makes a call to Pine Valley. With the situation escalating and Sheila potentially targeting him next, David places a call to an off-screen ally from his old life. Someone who specializes in covert operations and surveillance. The final scene of the week shows him murmuring, "I need Erica Kane's private security team. Tell them it's urgent." Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.